Well, good evening, Arkansas. A very happy Friday to everybody out there around the state, and a very nice Friday around the state for many of us. It was a little bit warmer than what we saw just a day ago, but overall, fairly nice across the state. We did see a lot of extra cloud cover that helped keep most of our temperatures down around the state. Not much rain to talk about this evening, so it's going to be a great night for Friday Night Lights around the state. Overall, it's going to be a very nice evening for us around the state in general. That does change as we go into tomorrow and Sunday, but I'll go over that here in just a little bit. But coming in this evening, really nice. 88 in Mountain Home, 84 in Clinton, 82 in Jonesboro, 86 is certainly 90 down in Texarkana. The warm spot coming in at 93 in Fort Smith, of course, 90 up there on the hill in Fayetteville, 88 in Pine Bluff, and 84 down in El Dorado. As I mentioned, it's going to be a little bit warmer. Of course, all this heat you see in Oklahoma is going to be coming our way for the day on Saturday ahead of our cold front, which you can also see on this map just to the northwest that is going to be coming in as well. That will lead to at least a little bit cooler for your Labor Day weekend, as well as a little bit drier air in place. But speaking of our game days on Saturday, of course, we have a 6 o'clock kickoff up in Jonesboro, and unfortunately, this is when the front will be starting to move into the northern end of the state. So again, not expecting a washout, but we could see a very few isolated shower storms around the Jonesboro area. There is a marginal risk for severe weather, not expecting much, but a few isolated strong to possibly severe storms with damaging winds could be seen. Not expecting much till after the game here in Jonesboro. Of course, our game time temperature of about 90 or 91, cooling off fast with the front coming into the Jonesboro area, ending up around in the low 80s by the end of the game. Over across the state in Fayetteville, of course, we have a 1 o'clock kickoff over here against Rice, and it's going to be a very warm and hot day, really up here on the hill. It's going to start off nice in the 60s and 70s for our tailgate parties, but it's going to quickly warm up into the 80s and 90s with a halftime temperature of around 92 or 93. Again, we will be watching a front coming into this part of the state. Isolated chance of severe weather here as well, so we could see a few strong storms throughout the game. Not expecting a whole lot, mostly towards the end of the game, but scattered shower storms around, which does mean the possibility that we could see a lightning delay or two throughout the game, so we'll have to watch that. So if you're going, keep in mind that it's going to be warm, but we also could see a few isolated shower storms around as well, to be becoming much more noticeable as we head towards the second half of the game. So for the most part, though, not a bad football Saturday. We will be having to dodge a few showers and storms across the state. Overall, a very hot day on Saturday. Should be our relatively hottest day of the next 7 to 10 days coming up. Again, we are slowly starting that downward trend, but it's going to take some time to really get there. But Saturday does look to be the hottest day coming up for the next 7 days. We will see those scattered showers and storms for much of the afternoon and the evening, and then again on Sunday as well, as the front slowly moves into the state before washing out across southern Arkansas. Very nice weather on our Labor Day. Again, a few isolated showers and storms are possible on your Labor Day across the south, but for the most part, very nice drier air in place, making for a very pleasant day ahead. It's going to be warm, but it will be nice not to have that humidity that we saw for much of August. As we head into the mid to late week time frame, we have another front coming in. This one will be dry, given the fact that we will be just dealing with a dry air mass in place. What this will do is bring a reinforcing shot of drier air across the state. Again, it's going to bring very nice overnights and our first 50-degree readings for more than one night for parts of the state. But our days will still be warm, so it's going to feel like early fall, but not substantially. It's still going to be feeling like fall in the overnight periods, but definitely still feeling like summer in the daytime. As we head towards the end of next week, we're going to be watching the Gulf once again. Some indications are that we could see an influx in at least tropical moisture. Not expecting anything to develop yet, but we definitely have to watch the Caribbean and the Bay of Campeche as well for the possibility of another tropical storm. So we're going to watch that as we head towards the next week. And of course, we gain both in Jonesboro and Fayetteville once again. We will be watching that very, very closely and giving you up-to-date information as it becomes available to us. Overall, though, a very nice week ahead coming up for our folks in northern Arkansas. Again, tomorrow will be the warmest day. Chance rain in the afternoon, really picking up as we heading towards the overnight hours. Again, a very warm day, but a very nice evening. And really, the rest of the week looks great. 80s and 60s for the first half of our week, and throughout our Labor Day weekend, the mornings are going to be even greater as we head towards the end of next week, with our lows going down into the 50s, with our highs in the low to mid 80s across the state, across the northern part of the state. So really going to be great once we get past this Labor Day weekend, starting to feel at least a little touch of fall. Not a whole lot of fall, but at least a little touch of it across the northern parts of the state. As we head down into central Arkansas, again, not expecting much rain during the day on Saturday. Much greater chance on Sunday as that front starts to move into the state. Again, tomorrow will be hot. It'll be a little more humid, but not oppressive. Again, as we head into Sunday, temperatures come down a little bit more. It's going to be feeling a little bit drier as well once we get that front out of here. Scattered shower storms on Sunday. Again, not expecting much in the way of a widespread rainfall event, but a quick half inch is possible for those that do see rain. As we head throughout much of the upcoming week, Labor Day looks great. A slight chance of rain here and there, and then we warm up on Tuesday ahead of our front. Again, only 90 or 91 across this part of the state, with a much drier air mass coming in to end the week. Our lows coming down into the low 60s, with those highs into the mid to upper 80s across this part of the state. Now, as we head to the south, again, rain chances for you will be very slim to none on Saturday. So any outdoor activities look great. Tomorrow will be warm, but it does look great overall. Now, as we head towards the Sunday time frame, this winter front is going to be moving south. Still warm, but a little bit cooler compared to Saturday. And again, we will be watching for the possibility of a few strong storms. The front should start to be washing out by then, so maybe not as much in the way of thunderstorm activity as we see across parts of central and northern Arkansas. Then as we head throughout much of the upcoming week, temperatures hovering right around 90, our lows down into the 60s once again, so much better air mass. Still very relatively average for September, but it's going to feel a lot better than what we've seen throughout much of the upcoming week. So a lot to talk about, a lot to go over, but again, a relatively nice Labor Day weekend and next week ahead for us across the state. And as I mentioned, we will be watching the tropics as we head towards next weekend. Otherwise, y'all have a great Friday evening, and we'll see you back here on Saturday, right here on your source for all things Arkansas weather.